Barakadiawa, Barakadiawa Shai, Barakadiawa, Barakadiawa Shai, Barakadiawa, Barakadiawa Shai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Mukakadas. Double honors apostles and elders of great millstone. Peace and salutation to you, beloved Akim. Let us pushing this word in sincerity and truth, with humiliation on the cost of all, and still I salute. This is the brother Desire One back at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, going into a dream I had about spiritual powers. A dream I had about spiritual powers. It was so beautiful. Alright. But, before I get into the dream, let me just play this clip.
Rising off the floor! Jim and me! Oh, fly! We can fly! You can fly! We can
fly! Spiritual power. What is it? It is the power to manipulate the elements at will, just by a very thought. The power comes from on high, power directly from the supreme source. And that source is Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees, and the two candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will.
You see that video right there? That's beautiful. Alright, only Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can give us that power. Alright, only Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can give us that power. Alright, so what Elon Musk talking about? There's a bunch of shit. Alright, he ain't on the level of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Alright, he's going to deceive a lot of these people into taking that seed. Alright, but nevertheless, yeah, man, I had this dream, like I went to this house, these people who I grew up around. Alright, it was like a event, it was an event, and a lot of people being in the house, like a little party, whatever, and I grew up around them partly, and pretty much they are very prideful people. They are very prideful people, and they like talk about you and laugh. So that's how they are. They like scoff at you, you know what I mean? They prideful, From the time when I was young, they was like that. They think they were better than other people. So pretty much, I could remember in the dream, like, I was supposed to carry something home, and I think it was in a freezer. It was in a freezer, and I was supposed to carry it home, and I told the lady to get me the stuff, and she didn't want to get me it. This how the dream started off. She didn't want to get me it. And I asked her for the stuff, she didn't want to get me it, and they started talking a whole heap of shit. And they started laughing. And they started scoffing and talking shit. So, man, after I see that, I started to get angry. And I started to get angry because I asked for, my stuff that I wanted to carry it home. They started laughing and talking shit and scoffing. So I started to get angry and I started to get mad. I started to get real mad. I said, alright, these people think I effing play. So what I did, I basically, I put my hand up and I call down thunder, lightning. I say I can scare all these people. So I put my hand up, and man, all I see is the thunder, lightning start. Boom! All I hear is some loud thunder, lightning. That time, these people start to get so scared. They start to get so scared, and I call that thunder, lightning with and it's like my mind, my thoughts, like I believe, and then this, I put my hand up, and then the thunder, lightning start. Boom! Loud thunder, lightning. Thunder and lightning. Alright? And pretty much one of the girls who was talking shit, I see her walking out the house. So I look at her. It almost like something like Carrie. You know the movie Carrie? When they was laughing at her and talking shit, she get mad. That's spiritual power. Alright? That going into us. It was a bloodbath with Carrie. But in this dream, I see the girl going off walking, she laughing. So I just look at her, I raise up my hand, and I just raise up my hand like Magneto, and I start putting my hand up and down. And what was happening, like her whole body was lifting up the ground, and I start slamming it down with my hand. I slam it down with my hand. I was fucking those people right up. And these are people who I know, but they was laughing and talking shit. So at first, the thunder lightning was scaring them, and I started jacking up that girl with my powers. You know what I mean? And I was fucking them right up. I was messing up. They were so terrified of thunder lightning, and they started to get scared. They started crying. Everybody started crying. I said, "Let me get the fuck out of here." So I said, "Let me get the fuck out of here," right? And I started to see police or whatever. I said, "Let me get the frig out of here." So I open the door. So then I get up there. I get up. I say, "Let me get out of here." And I get up and I start flying. And I start flying to go back home. But, that was so beautiful because the anger I had, that was real anger. We gonna get that same kind of anger when the Lord give us that power. Alright? Because, right now, for the hopeful elect, we fishing it. But guess what? We gonna come hunters. We gonna come hunters. Become hunters. Alright? This is Jeremiah 16 and verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishes, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. We fishing with hopeful elect. And after, I will send for many hunters. Alright, so after the fishing, then the hunting. Alright? And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. Alright? So when we get that power from on high, these people gonna be in trouble. Alright, we gonna fuck them right up. Alright? When we get that spiritual power, but alright? We gonna know how to be angry, real angry. Because I was angry. You see like how Carrie was angry? The way how they treated the movie? That's the only thing that's going on. That spiritual power, that ain't for Esau. That's for the over the elect. And she could have just do everything with her mind. Like that's how it was for me in a dream. Like I believed that power, that lightning was gonna come down, and I put my hand up. The lightning lightning, brum! The people them start to get scared in the room. And I keep on like let that lightning come down. With my powers, like brum! People them was terrified. They was terrified. But I was glad. That's for scoffing and talking shit. They asked you for one thing. And they was laughing and scoffing, talking shit with me. And they was just terrified. Yeah, man, the Lord is going to give us that spiritual powers. And I always have dreams about spiritual powers. From since I came in this truth, I always had dreams about that. So I say, man, let me just share this dream. Alright? We're going to become hunters. We fishing it now. Fishes of men. But we're going to become hunters. Alright? Let's get another precept. The Lord is going to give us that spiritual power, but alright? He's going to give us that spiritual power. And we can fuck these people up. We can know how to be really angry. We can fuck everybody up. This is Jeremiah 51, and Jeremiah 51, and give me a minute. It says, Jeremiah 51:20, Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee I will break in pieces the nations. With thee I will destroy kingdoms. Alright? Okay? The Lord is going to use, who the Lord is going to use for that? The hopeful elect. That's what He's going to use for that. He's going to give us our spiritual powers. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. With thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. With thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. Alright. And I'll render unto Babylon and unto all inhabitants of Judea all the evil they have done in Zion in your sight, said the Lord. Alright. So the Lord's going to give us our spiritual power, man. And we're going to fuck these people right up. Alright. Okay. You're going to F these people right up. Like I say, we fishing now, but we're going to come hunters. And when we get that power from on high, alright, nothing, no, but it's over, it's a wrap. Okay? Alright? But at the end of the day, that was a beautiful dream. Having spiritual power. Alright? God like power. That's what comes from on high. You see?
Oh, you're rising off the wall. Jimmy.
It's gonna be beautiful, man. Yeah, man, shalom.